Countless champions have been crowned throughout the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But what about the underdogs, the dark horses, the decks that upon first glance make you question everything you thought you knew about the game? In this series, both MBT and myself will be showcasing some of Yu-Gi-Oh's wackiest unsung heroes. Each episode will feature new decks, new strategies, and the results will be unpredictable. You've seen the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! But this is the history of Jank. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Well, folks, it's time to revisit an old classic in Lancer Frogs. Now, Lancer Frogs did not go so well the last time that we took them for a spin, but that was on History of Yu-Gi-Oh! This is probably where they belong. So if you're unfamiliar with Sea Lancer, this card is a 5-star monster which, on normal summon, can equip any number of banished fish, sea serpent, and aqua-type monsters to this card. If it would be destroyed, you can destroy one of those cards instead, and it gains 1,000 while equipped with a monster. You can equip your frogs, but you can also equip your poison draws in order to ensure that if this card would be destroyed, you're going to be drawing a card instead. Effectively, you've got a 2300 attack point beater replacing the Monarch role in Old Frog Monarch with a boy that nets you a couple of cards when it's destroyed. There's only one problem with this strategy. Frog Monarch hasn't been good since Edison. Arguably even before that, and as a result we're playing a deck that just has a much lower power level than anything else during this period. Now, why did Lancer Frogs see a lot of play regardless? Well, it was cheap. Sea Lancer, I believe, is a common or a rare. The Swap Frogs, the Ronin Totems, and the Dupe Frogs weren't impossible to pick up if you were a budget player, and while this list is playing stuff like Tour Guide from the Underworld, there weren't really very many powerful Xyz with which you could make use of them. Here we're playing it to get Leviair and bring back cards that we've banished off of Ronin Totem, but you could very much make do without them. As a result, this was often the choice for individuals who were more budget-minded, and it took a lot of games down at a local level. At the regional and YCS level, this deck has, I think, maybe one top. It was not ever responsible for any really impressive finishes, and it was responsible for one of my least impressive defeats in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's hope we can make something different happen this time. So let me walk you through the individual cards. We've got a Battle Fader, a Caius, a Dark Death Spirit. These are rough, but we gotta be playing some Monarchs. Triple Dupe Frog, we can establish the lock. 2 Veiler, 1 Gores, double Light and Darkness Dragon. Lad Frogs is like maybe a direction for this deck. Light and Darkness Dragon is still a very powerful card during this period. Double Max C, 1 Mother Grizzly, double Poison Draw Frog, double Ronin Totem, a Sangan, triple Sea Lancer, triple Swap Frog, triple Tour Guide, double Tragodia, 1 Treeborn Frog. For spells, we've got Dark Hole, triple Enemy Controller, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Reborn, double MST, 1 Salvage, 1 Tretch. Now, I do want to make special note of a deck-building philosophy that started to rear its ugly head around this time. If you're playing a deck with something like Treeborn Frog in it, you can get a lot of mileage out of playing really powerful cards like Treacherous Trap Hole. You're not playing traps anyway to keep your back row clear, so why not go in on a 2-for-1? By keeping your spell lineup svelte, and with stuff like Enemy Controller that plays well with Treeborn Frog and is still kind of defensive, you can preserve your life points by using cards like Battle Fader, Gores, and Tragodia exactly. This lineup of hand traps that are also battle traps was sufficient for a lot of decks that were aiming to keep the back row clear, not fall prey to stuff like MST, and still be able to not die into the sun when they met a combo deck. It also allows for a very interesting sideboard tech in triple Jinzo. I'm hoping we get to show that off, but I'm being realistic here. Outside of that, there's nothing particularly impressive in the deck. 3 Cyber Dragon, 3 DD Crow, the 3rd Veiler, the 3 Jinzo, the Maxi, the Leeching, the Lights, the MST, and the Soul Exchange. In the extra, we've got the normal Synchro lineup, the Chimera Tech, triple Gachi Gachi Guntetsu we can make with the Ronin Totems, but outside of that, we're just playing the 3s that are legal during this period. So with that, let's jump into the games.
So you might first look at this deck and think, okay, this looks quite competent, but this is sort of like one of those optical illusions where the longer you look at it, like the worse it ends up being because you start discovering more and more things you don't like. And yeah, that's the deck we're playing for History of Jank today. This is Piper Chaos. Now, Piper Chaos centralizes around Mystic Piper, a secret rare, I believe, from Extreme Victory that has a rather unique effect. You can tribute it to draw and reveal one card. If that card is a level 1 monster, draw one more card. Now, this effect does have a hard once per turn on it, but it sort of acts as an engine, which you can centralize an entire deck building mechanic around, and it also synergizes quite well with another level 1 monster, Kinkabio. Now, this card is a spirit monster, which we don't see too often, especially the further we progress in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because setting yourself back on tempo isn't exactly good, but Kinkabio is one of the few that has actually stood the test of time. This, on summon, you can target a level 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but banish it when this card leaves the field, and then obviously it'll bounce back to hand. So what you can do is you can resummon Mystic Piper and sack it off again to just hit another card off the top of your deck, and you're playing so many level 1s that the likelihood of you hitting a level 1 is quite high, that effectively Kinkabio is like Pot of Greed every single turn, but you also do need to find a way to kill the opponent. What I like about this, though, is that this card allows you to actually get the card regardless of if it's level 1 or not. It's not like it gets sent to the graveyard, gets banished. You're still drawing a card regardless, right? And the fact that this is a light, Kinkabio is a dark, acts as sort of the shell for this sort of Piper Chaos deck that you're going to see today. So let's do the card by card. Of course, we're playing Chaos, so we're going to have BLS and 2 copies of Chaos Sork. Gores is just like in every deck at this point. It's the best alien ever printed. We have 2 copies of Caius to go with our 2 copies of Treeborn Frog. Treeborn Frog is a 1, and realistically, Caius is the only thing we really want, but we're not really playing back row, so it kind of makes sense. 2 copies of Trag. This is just a nice card to hit off of Piper as well, just to help us not die. Speaking of not dying, triple copies of Battle Fader as well. This is great because if we hit this, not only do we get a card that allows us to not die and continue to see multiple turns, but it's a card that just sort of synergizes with the entire deck, right? It's a dark. What more could you really ask for? The triple Piper, the triple Kinkabio, triple Tour Guide, and a Sangan, triple Effect Veiler. Fun fact, this is also level 1. Double DD Crow, double Treeborn, and a Glow-Up Bulb. So in total, you are playing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 level 1s in a 41 card deck. That is a very high likelihood that you're going to hit at least one. Obviously, Piper would have to be already engraved, so that's going to take 1 out of the mix. So 14 out of 40, let's go ahead and say. Then for the spells, Reborn, Dark-Hole, Heavy Storm, Foolish Burial, Mind Control, 1 for 1, that you can pretty much get anything you want with this. Pot of Avarice, double Econ, this pairs nicely with the Treeborn Frogs. Double Creature Swap, this is quite funny just because you're playing a lot of small monsters, so you could swap like a Battle Fader for like your opponent's best monster in some cases, and double MST. The side deck has 2 Xyzs in the form of Leviathan Dragon and Levier the Sea Dragon. Then we have a bunch of Synchros, Shooting Star Dragons in here. I guess we could technically make this. We have Trishula, we have Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Black Rose, Ancient Fairy, we have Ancient Sacred Wyvern, we have Arcanite Magician, Brianak, we have Hyper Librarian, Allied Justice Catastor, Armory Arm, as well as Formula Synchron. And then for the side deck, triple Maxi, double Ryo, a Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon to go with our 2 Sidras, 2 Jinzos for any of the back row decks, 2 Vanity's Fiend for any deck that's as special summoning heavy as we are, 2 Leeching the Light, still hilarious that this saw play, and the 3rd copy of MST. So I'm not sure how this one's going to go. This deck is quite janky, but there's a lot of just like powerful bombs we can drop as a result of playing Chaos, and we have a pretty high likelihood to see them because if Piper's just drawing us cards constantly, it's a neat little deck, and hopefully we can actually see some success with it, and hopefully, because God, if we lose the deck playing BLS, double Caius, and double Sork, I definitely think we need to get checked out. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Joseph, as we continue our way down the junk hellscape that we find ourselves in, I don't know. Both of these decks at least were like semi-playable, but it depends on your definition of playable.
Yeah, I mean, these are not the worst. Lancer Frogs was pretty well represented at the local and the regional level. It has a top or 2 over the course of this time period. Your deck has one really impressive finish.
That's about it. It
yeah,
ends there.
Yeah.
It's like Nordic all over again. So maybe we should have pitched this against Nordic, but yeah. We'll see. I get to play with some really fun, stupid cards that never really get to see the light of day. And I guess, to be fair, you do as well. That's the spirit of History of Jank. Let's just get into it. I can't wait to see how it goes. Shout out the patron, Melty Jack. Thank you for the support. I actually rolled the die, buddy. I'm sorry. I didn't even ask you which one. It was a 5, though, okay. So if it makes you feel better.
Fine. No big deal.
We'll see. If it matters, it'll come to it. But, ooh, this looks pretty good. We still get to draw for turn, don't we?
We do.
Main phase 1. Well, I kind of just want to go for it and see what happens. So let's. I will normal summon Mystic Piper.
Let's go, baby.
I will activate Mystic Piper, which will allow me to sacrifice it to draw and reveal one card. Okay, it is not a level 1, so I do not get to live the dream. It is 1-for-1, though, which isn't bad. Yeah. I will set one card, and I will throw it to you.
This is a really boring setup, but let's just do this.
Okay, we'll draw. Well, you know, it is the namesake of the deck, and clearly I have no issue doing this. I will normal summon another Mystic Piper.
Yeah, go for it, dog.
I will trigger the effect. Let's see. Damn it. Okay. At least we get to add these to hand. At least they just don't get milled. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Then I'm going to activate Foolish Burial.
That's fine.
Let's dump ourselves a copy of Treeborn Frog.
Also fine.
Then I think I'm just feeling content just passing, so you can go for it.
That's fine. I'll draw for turn. I'm going to set one more and pass it back.
I see. The too many frogs problem going on over there. All right, I'll draw. Main one. Sadly, I do not have myself a third Mystic Pipe. So let's try and... do I even need to try? Like, I feel like I'm fine. Fuck it, go.
Stand by, man.
What are you going to do? Set another frog?
I'm going to MST your back row.
It is Econ.
I'm going to reborn your Treeborn Frog.
Sure. That is a frog.
I'm going to tribute Treeborn Frog and Ronin Totem for Lad.
Uh-oh.
And I'll get in for 28.
Sure. No response there.
So you might be realizing why I reborned your Treeborn Frog here.
Yeah. That could be any reason why, honestly. All right. Standby, main one. Now, the problem is that Lad is an asshole. So I need to figure out how I'm going to deal with him. I suppose this does it, even though I'm not, like, super keen on it. I'm going to activate 1-for-1 pitching Battle Fader.
Sure. Goes to 23 here.
Correct. And now with a light and a dark.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yep. Don't have anything to negate that. I will... Let me see. This has to go to the grave to trigger, right?
Right.
So let me see. So I could attack over it. You have to blow up the field, so I actually get the frog back. So that is definitely the better play here. So we will get in.
All right, I'll take 700 here. I will target... who do I want to bring back? Let's target Ronin Totem.
This Treeborn Frog dies too.
So I'll destroy all cards I control. Special the Ronin Totem.
All right, and then second attack with BLS. I'll just take out Ronin. You have a Treeborn, which makes it pretty good for you. Second main, I've got nothing else. Just sitting on the boy. Go ahead.
Standby. Well, I'd like to... You've got a big boy there.
Yeah, he's quite large.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set one and pass.
We'll draw. Standby. I'll bring back my frog.
Yep.
Main one. I will sack my Treeborn for Caius. And let's just banish this.
Jesus. Yep.
Let's go 24, 3K.
2,400, 3,000. All right, I'll trag here.
That's fine. I've got no follow-up. Go ahead.
Standby. Let's summon back Treeborn. Oh, jeez. What is the trag at?
It's your cards in hand, right? So 18.
I'm gonna Econ the Treeborn. We'll take BLS here. Grab the boy back. Go main one. All right, how do I want to do this? He's 12 now. I'm gonna normal summon Valor here. Sync these two off for Formula. Draw. That was an okay draw. I'll send Poison Draw to the grave for Swap Frog.
Sure.
All right, we're going to send another Poison Draw. I'm going to activate Trag here, targeting Ronin Totem.
To make it a 2.
Yep, and then we're going to go 2, 4, 6 for Brio. All right, we'll try for it. Combat.
So this is 6.
Yep.
And then you get another attack here, so that'll be 3, and then 23, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Well, I may as well stave off some of the damage, so I'll bring out my own Trag.
Sure. I'll just walk in with the Brio then.
Just Brio not attacking the second time with BLS?
No.
Okay.
And this is crusty, but I'll activate BLS.
Banish himself.
Oh, it can't attack at all the turn this is activated.
Oh, is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah, shit. Well, I might just be dead here.
You are 100% dead if you have no way to stop a second BLS hit.
I don't think I do. I would... In that case, I would do the second attack and then go direct with Bryo here.
So I would take 23.
Second main, I'll... Oh, God. Summon Ronin. And back to you.
So I get BLS back. And I have Chaos Orc.
That will do it. Ooh,
Yep.
boy. That's Piper. Well, you know, BLS into Chaos Sorcerer. I've been losing to it for about a decade now. Why not throw another loss onto the pile?
Yeah, it's only fair, right? You had your trag, I had my trag. Everyone gets a trag.
Folks, we've all been there, and I'm there right now. Okay, let's pitch Swap Frog for Swap Frog.
Sure.
Activate Swap Frog. Gonna send Treeborn. We'll put this guy back to hand. Use my extra normal on Swap Frog.
That's fine.
Send a Ronin Totem. I'm putting him back. Use my
I would expect
normal.
nothing less.
And you're good to go.
Normal summon Tour Guide.
Sure.
Activate.
That's fine.
Let us grab Tour Guide. So it's probably just some 2K idiot, right? So I'll go for a Leviathan Dragon,
Sure.
just so we can clear it.
It is Mother Grizzly.
Oh, not even close.
Who do we want to get? Let's grab Lancer here.
Sure, that's frightening. Go ahead.
All right, stand by me. Let's go get our guy. Ugh, this guy ain't even good here, is he?
Yeah, they have to be banished, right?
Yeah. So we'll banish Swap here to summon Ronin. Tribute Treeborn Frog for Caius.
Yep.
Let's activate Lancer.
It's just Swap Frog. He goes to 23. Yeah, I'll Veiler this.
I'll go to combat and try in for 13.
That's fine.
And I'll try in for 24.
You got it.
All right, we are not making any mistakes like last time. Looking back, trying to go for lethal against the deck on 3 Battle Fader Tragodia Gores was probably not a smart fucking move. So back to you.
Now you know how it feels to play against you when you're playing your fucking fish decks.
That's
Right,
correct.
main one.
That is correct.
Let's see. Caius is a fucking problem. So is Lancer. Yeesh. Okay. I will normal a tour guide.
Yeah.
Strive for it.
Yep.
Grab the Sengen.
Yep.
All right, let's make the only other target we got. Leviair. I was going to say
Sure.
Leviathan, but that one's already gone. We'll detach here.
Yep.
Might as well bring back the Leviathan.
Yep.
And we'll go to battle. Just hit for 7.
No, my guy.
All right, so he's down. Can't clear the Caius.
I'm gonna
sadly,
bring
but-
out Trag here as well.
Oh, that's fucking great. All right, go ahead.
All right. Stand by. We'll bring the boy. We're gonna Econ take Leviair.
Oh, that's not good. Yep. I love Econ Treeborn. It's so good.
It's nice. It's pretty decent. This is what? Lethal? Of course it is. It doesn't matter. Let's tribute Leviair and Treeborn for Gores, I think.
The hard sacked Gores. Yeah, sure.
Combat, 27.
Okay. So I take 7 here.
24.
24 and Trag is what? This is exact? Are you fucking with me?
I am not.
I'm not either. Thanks for attacking with that first.
Okay, cool. Sure. This is all fine.
Okay.
All right, second main.
What do you got?
I should have kept Gores. I could keep Gores here.
Could have stolen my Gores.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I have anything. God, I wish I could make Gantetsu. I feel like I can't. I have no 2s in grave. Yeah, back to you.
Okay, we'll draw. That's not good enough. All right, so now we got to do what? Cleanup duty here? Yeah, we'll just take the easy path here. So just Gores into Caius
Take 3.
for 3, and then 24 into your 12 on Trag. Don't want you doing any bullshit with that card. Second main, I'll set 1, and I will throw it back.
Let's get the boy.
Here he comes.
That's like the worst draw in my deck. Sure.
Perfect timing as always.
7. Let's normal Swap Frog. We'll send another swap here, I think. Let's do dupe. No, let's get the poison draws out of the deck. What am I doing? All right, these 2.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Combat. Let's attack here for 4.
that's fine.
31 into 24. Yeah, that's not lethal. Would have been nice. Second main.
Pretty close.
I'll just pass you.
Pretty close. All right, fuck it. Reborn.
All right, who we targeting?
Veiler.
Okay.
Flip Treeborn.
Oh my god, that's 9.
That's 9, baby.
Yep.
Trish has appeared. We'll try for it.
Wow.
Fuck. All right. I figured that was my best look no matter what. Battle, I'll hit Gotchi to sink your guy by a few hundred. Only other thing I could have done was I could have just brought back a big dude to get Gotchi off of all materials. So this will be what? You're at 29, so I would take 2, go down to 6. That's pretty close. All right. Go ahead.
Oh, what a draw. Salvage!
Wow. Holy shit. Okay.
I'm gonna grab Grizzly here, actually. Wait, did I detach the swap frog from Gotchi?
You
I'm
did.
the stupidest man in the universe. All right, there's still a way around it.
Just crash the Gotchi into Trish.
Oh.
And you get it. You take 2,000, but you get the Ronin engraved.
All right, okay. We're just gonna tribute summon Lancer.
Yeah, this also works too. Yeah, that's fine.
We're gonna go Ronin here, banishing poison draw. Lancer effect. Target the 2 banished cards.
No response.
Woo! Whoop. All right, so he is now a 23. I will go to combat here. Go crash.
Sure.
And then let's get another card out of your hand. Oh my god, we did it! Hey!
I had Fader, but it didn't work. Boy, I can't wait for the comments to roast me on that one. I was thinking, because we've been using Gores and Trag, that Battle Fader like requires you to take the damage, because I haven't resolved Battle Fader in like probably 10 years. So yeah, I was dead anyway, because like I had creature swap, but you just had little dudes on the field, so like I couldn't take a big guy that you had to ever really make it matter. So, yeah, it is what it is. If I lose this because of that, then so be it. I 100% deserve it. But I will now remember this time that Battle Fader works that way.
For sure. And I will say, you know, it's not your fault. You were captivated by the beauty of Sea Lancer. And,
yes,
you know,
yes.
anyone in your position would be playing suboptimally.
What the fuck do I do with this?
That's what I'm asking,
1 for
too.
1.
Yeah, I mean, sure, whatever.
Hitch Sork.
Yeah.
I will grab Piper.
Yeah!
No fear. No fucking fear. All right, we missed, what, 2 times? There's shot we miss a 3rd one, right? Oh! Let's go, baby! And we get another card. Easiest game of my life. All right. Okay, this is working out. This is working out. Got a Kinkabio now. We have a lot we can do. Okay. So unfortunately, Mystic Piper is a hard once per turn, it looks like. So I could have Kinkabio'd into it, but I don't think that that will work. Eh, fuck it. I'll pass. Go ahead.
Well, that's not ideal for me, I'll tell you that. Go!
Let the shenanigans begin. Kinkabio.
Yep.
I will bring back Piper.
Yep.
I was going defense, special summon it. No, it does not. Okay, cool. Declare Piper.
Yeah,
I'm
dog.
I'm the best fucking player in the game.
Yeah, just
holy shit.
Fuck me up, King.
Oh my god. All right. Anything else we want to do? I got like 9 cards in hand. The world is my oyster. I have already normaled, sadly, so I can't really do much else. I know you have whatever bullshit that you set, which could be a myriad of frogs. I want to start applying some pressure, so I'm going to try it. I'll foolish.
Yeah.
I'll dump another Piper.
Yep.
I'm going to banish a light and a dark. We'll go BLS.
Oh my god. Jesus. Okay.
We'll put him in attack. That's fine. I'm just gonna banish this.
Sure.
Treeborn. Cool. Then I could attack you for 400, which is very comedic. Don't really like want to play into Gores or Trag though, so I kind of just want to pass it. I'll pass it here. We'll put Kinka back in hand.
All right, I'll draw.
And that actually puts me to 7, so I will actually set a card. I'll set this.
Man, you're gonna do that again next turn, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
There's no shot I'm gonna hit a 3rd one, right?
Let's go Sidra.
Sure.
Let's go Caius.
Target.
I'll target BLS. I mean, okay. Didn't think that would work. Let's try and get in for 24.
That's fine.
All right. What you got for me?
Well, it's been going so well so far.
Yeah, let's keep going, baby.
Let's try it. Let's try it. It's the name of the deck, buddy. It's the name of the deck. Activate.
Yeah.
Joseph, there's no shot I can go 3 for 3.
No
right?
way.
No shot I can go 3 for 3.
Oh, that one's so bad too. That's so
holy
fucking
shit.
Terrible.
Oh my god, I fucking love this. It gets better. I'm gonna creature swap.
Oh yeah, you can have him. I don't need this card.
Fuck. I still have so many cards. Kink is going to come back to hand. I actually have an issue of, like, hand size. That's going to put me to 8. What the fuck do I do? I don't want to kill the Kinka because I can just keep going. Yeah, fuck it. I'll set 2. Give me my fucking cat back.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
I really need a swap frog. That's not a swap frog. Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Draw. Do I go for 4 for 4? No. I probably need to actually start killing you. All right, I'll sack your Caius for my Caius. I'll just banish this.
Stop, dog. I need these guys. Please.
All right, eventually you're going to have to do something, so I'll hit. Anything?
No.
Oh, okay. Didn't think we'd get that far. Second main, I'm perfectly content with passing. Go ahead.
Just give me a fucking swap frog, please.
See, it's going well.
It's going well. I am going to die. I'm so mad. I'm fuming. That one's not even good!
I'm sorry. Oh my god. This is comedy. This is actually comedy. I can try to clean this one up, but I imagine there's no shot that happens. We'll try, though. Reborn.
Targeting?
Your Caius.
Yeah.
I will banish a light and a dark.
Bro.
For Sork.
Come on!
24.
You got it.
No shot! No fucking oh my god, look at that hand.
I needed a swap frog badly. It wasn't coming. It wasn't
god.
coming. Oh boy.
Fuck.
That was agony. Holy shit. This is about as well as it went in history of Yu-Gi-Oh! 2. I just wow. This deck is so pee-pee bad!
Can I just mention how I stopped doing the Kinkabio when I drew Caius into Caius?
You were like, all right, it's time to...
I'm right. I'm like, all right, I have stacked the deck. I now know the top cards of my deck are not level 1.
Oh my god. Atrocious.
Holy shit. I just didn't have like a lot of action to be able to kill you quicker because I had Tour Guide, Double Fader, the Crow, and then the Kinkabio. So I had plenty to like deal with, but I just didn't have like big bodies. And then I started getting the Caiuses and then the Sork, and then I had Mind Control just rotting there too. But
sure. I mean, this really showcased what both of our decks were doing. You know, it's this slow kind of high roll style gameplay where like if you hit the right part of your deck, it's crazy. But it's nowhere near as crazy as the top decks were during this period. You know, obviously this is a time that includes like fucking wind up, right? So
yeah, exactly.
A pitch that if the stars align, I can normal a Sea Lancer and draw a card off of the Poison Draw Frog is not really that big of a sell. The thing that your deck is doing that I think gave it the teeth necessary to put up such amazing results, it did have a couple of really impressive finishes, are that, like we saw in Game 3, if you hit Piper once, you win.
Yep.
Like if a Kinkabio ends up into your hand with a Piper in the graveyard, and like you have just taken control of the game, there's not a lot your opponent can do. And it has the added benefit of being able to like flex the dark monsters that are all battle stoppers and the Mystic Piper as material for Sork, as material for, I mean, we saw BLS 3 times. And of course, as a tribute fodder for cards like Caius. The difference is with Sea Lancer, the end goal has 2300 attack, right? Like, it's not like a hugely expressive, like super powerful monster in the same way that BLS is. But it is strange, both of these kind of aiming to do a similar thing, one of them a little more successfully than the other.
I think what's fascinating about Piper too is that it reminds me of like Diamond Dude in a way, but I think one of the key differences is that you keep the card no matter what. Where like Diamond Dude, if you didn't hit a normal spell, you weren't going to be able to use it. Where with Piper, regardless of when you sack Piper, you get the card. You get to get another card if it's obviously a 1, right? So then it just becomes Pot of Greed. And then the synergy with Kinkabio that you can just recursively do that. And if you are just insane at the game, get to Pot of Greed every single turn. And the fact that they're chaos typings on top of it, you start to think like, okay, like maybe there's something here. And, you know, to more your point of what you were saying, the level 1 pool is quite good, especially in the chaos department, right? If you hit a battle fader, you're probably not going to die, so you could repeat the Kinkabio thing again. If you get Crow, most of the decks were graveyard reliant, so that's a good hit as well. Same thing goes for Effect Veiler. I just dumped Treeborn Frog. That's another one. I meant to do Veiler, but both cards are just very white, so I thought they were the same one. And like Bulb is another one as well. If you hit Bulb, with all of these big idiots that you have, whether you mind control something, reborn something, or if you just summon your own Gores, Kaias, Chaos Sork, whatever, you can then just take them and turn them into any of your synchro plays to be able to capitalize on that. So the level 1 pool is actually quite robust. And we know this because 1-for-1 has been a strong card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since like the beginning of time, right? So the fact that like Piper essentially incentivizes people for this build around, I really love cards that make players think like this. And even though they may not have been the most successful decks or just had like one small stint of playability, it's cool to see what people were able to come up with. And I thought this was neat.
Yeah, no, for sure. I am happy that this deck got to have it stay in the sun on Jank. I'm happy that I will never have to play Sea Lancer again as well.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shadow1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Ika Iron Fang, Chaotic Meatball, Part 2, Pony Stark, Dan the Man Hoban, Synchro Guy, I Ship MBT and Cimo, Draconic Rockslide, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, David Liu, Phoenix the Immortal, Sky Rose, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretch, John Two-Base, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Serious Business, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, TC Gaming, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, MBT caught injecting his Fairy Lily, Matthew Brady, Max the Warrock Investments Janitor, Valen Jackson, Twinkle Muncher, Eater of Crayons, Aren't You Glad I Didn't Say Alpha Tribute Benten, Luabon Yodabon, Helios 515, the Anti-Big Brain, Ben K OTK Play, Simping for Simo, Mike Ties, Stolfin Amethyst, Tyler H, Nicholas Carpenter, Simo's Harem of Sexy Yugi Tubers, LGMBTQ, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnel, Stella and Zoe Vermillion, Wonder Waffle, James Keen, Skull Servant and the Wandering Doomed or Boyfriends, MBT cancel by all community soon, cancel by all committee soon, cancel by all players soon, not reading cards makes the game interesting and you know it, The Undertaker versus CMO and MBT. Wait, play the concert video one more time, Hunter Reed, TTV Shrugs IX, Cayman CJ, ITF, to Arc Echo, and Corvain. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.